Hello children, welcome to English class. I hope all the days are going good. Children, in this session I am going to deal with treasure within first part from Unit 5 Education and Career. Fifth unit Education and Career. Yes children, this is our fifth unit. In the fifth unit we have A reading the treasure within part 1, B reading the treasure within part 2, C reading the literally built in the nation. Now we are going to deal today the treasure within first part. Before going to the unit, children, let us know what is education. What is the main aim of education? Let us see. The aim of education should be to teach us rather how to think than what to think. According to G.K. Chesterton, education is simply the soul of a society as it passes from one generation to another. Education means the process of receiving and giving systematic instruction, especially at a school or university. Education. Now let us know what is career. Career means an occupation undertaken for a significant period of a person's life and with opportunity with progress. Education and career. See children, these are the pictures of greatest personalities. Let us know more about the people who are in the picture. His first picture is Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan. He was born in 1888 at Tiruttani in Tamil Nadu. He was a scholar, statesman, second president of India and also first vice president of India. And notable awards. He was awarded Bharat Ratna in 1954, Templeton Prize in 1975. And children, moreover, then we remember him as a teacher. So, since 1962, his birthday has been celebrated in India as Teachers' Day. The last breath he had taken on this earth is April 17, 1975. That's a bad day for us. See, children, all of us know he is none other APJ Abdul Kalam. APJ Abdul Kalam has been a great scientist of India. He has also served as the 11th Indian president. He was also famous as Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. People consider him the rocket man of India. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was a significant believer of simple living, high thinking. Simple living, high thinking. Sir Abdul Kalam has faced numerous problems throughout his life. We should, children, we should remember him forever and ever. He's such a great person and he lived a simple life and he gave many quotations to us. Let us see some quotations which were given by him. Don't read success stories. You will get only message. Read failure stories. You will get some ideas to get success. Let us see another quotation. If you want to shine like a sun, first burn like a sun. Yes, one very important quotation we should remember forever in our life is, dream is not the thing you see in sleep. but is that thing that doesn't let you sleep. The dream should be like that. If you want to achieve anything, we should dream. That is a dream for us. That is a wish. Strong wish is a dream. Once again, I'm reading this. Dream is not the thing you see in the sleep, but is that thing that doesn't let you sleep. Children, all of you have a strong desire and dreams. One more quotation. The best brains of the nation may be found on the last benches of the classroom. Yes. Next. Let us see the next picture. Mokshagundam Vishweswaraya, greatest chief engineer. We should remember forever and ever. Now we are drinking the water, means the technology developed by Mokshagundam Vishweswaraya. So we should thankful him forever and ever. Let us see something about him. An Indian engineer, scholar, statesman. 15th September is celebrated as Engineers Day in India in his memory. He is regarded as the chief engineer responsible for the construction of the Krishnaraja Sagara Dam in the northwest suburb of Mysore city. He designed and patented a system of automatic wear water floodgates that were first installed in 1903 at Khadakwasya Reservoir near Pune. He achieved celebrity status when he designed a flood protection system for city of Hyderabad. He was appointed as the chief engineer of Mysore state in 1909. He was the 19th Diwan of Mysore, who served between 1912 and 1918. He was instrumental in developing a system to protect Vishakhapatnam port from sea erosion. He was called the father of modern Mysore state. He was awarded several honorary doctoral degrees, including from 8 universities in India. He was awarded Bharat Ratna in 1955. And the day which we lost him is 12th April 1962. As children, we read about the great personalities and careers. It is also one of the career that is sports. We can select sports also as one of our careers. So let us read about Saina Nehwal now. Saina Nehwal is an Indian professional badminton singles player. Nehwal, the former world number one, has won over 21 international titles, which include 10 Super Series titles. Children, we learn only about the few people. You read as many biographies as possible to acquire the knowledge. If you want to be educated, we have to learn the biographies of and great personalities. So, the only way to do great work is to love what you do. Now, as a student, you should love your studies. Let us read once again. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. Now, children, let us read our A reading, The Treasure Within. Before going to read our lesson, let us see the glossary. Architect means a person who designs building. Terrible, extremely bad, dreadful. Nightmare means frightening dream. Psyche means mind or mentality. Caning, punishment or beating. Chore police, children's game. Children. Strategies, methods of winning. Academics, educational matters. Book. Children, here book is verb form. So, the meaning of the verb form book is offer to buy in advance. Pranks, a practical joke. Children, let us read the following interview. It is based on conversation between Ms. Balaraja, editor of Sparsh, a newsletter from the Resource Center, the Valley School, Bangalore, and Mr. Hafiz Contractor, one of India's leading architects. Balaraja. She is a counselor and special educator who has specialized in the area of specific learning difficulties. She started her career 24 years back in Delhi under the guidance and tutelage of Dr. Sunita Sodhi of Educare India, which was one of the premier institutions in the field of learning difficulties. Children, let us know about Hafiz Contractor. Hafiz Contractor was born in 1950. He is an Indian architect. He has designed many skyscrapers in India, primarily in the city of Mumbai. Buildings designed by him include the Imperial in Mumbai, whose twin towers were the two tallest residential buildings in India between 2010 and 2017, and the 42 in Kolkata, which is expected to earn that distinction upon completion in 2018. He was awarded the Padma Bhushan in January 2016 by the Government of India. Children, let us start reading conversation between Miss Belaraja and Hafiz Contractor. Shall we start now?
I used to have this terrible nightmare. Only now, over the last 4 to 5 years, it seems to have disappeared.
What nightmare are you talking about? And why do you think it has disappeared now?
I used to get continuous nightmares about appearing for a max examination where I did not know anything. Now the psyche must have gotten over it. I don't have to think about education and there is absolutely no time to get nightmares.
Tell us something about your earliest memories in school.
In the first and second year, I was a good student. After I reached the third standard, I simply lost interest and I never studied. I used to be interested in games, running around, playing jokes and pranks on others. I would copy in class during exam times. I would try to get hold of the examination paper that had been prepared and study it, as I could not remember things that had been taught to me in class. However, later, one sentence spoken to me by my principal changed my life. When I approached my 11th standard, the principal called me and said, "Look here, son, I have been seeing you since day one. You are a good student, but you never studied. I have taken care of you till today. Now I can no longer take care of you. So you do it yourself." He talked to me for 5 minutes. "You don't have your father. Your mother has worked so hard to bring you up and paid all your fees all these years. But you have only played games. Now you should rise to the occasion and study." I used to be very good sportsman. I had been the senior champion for so many years and I also was the cricket captain. I used to play every game, but that year I did not step out onto the field. I would go for prayers and all I would do was eat and study. I normally used to copy and pass, but I realized that once I was in SSC, I could not do that. When I got a second class, 50% in my SSC, my principal said, "Son, consider yourself as having got distinction." This is my memory of my school days. I did lots of other things. See, as far as my things are concerned, I can't remember. I forget things very easily. To remember, I have to see things as a photograph. I read a book and I can remember the matter as a photograph, but not through my mind. That is how it works.
When you were in school and you were doing badly, did the teachers pull you up and how did you feel?
I never felt anything on being pulled up. I used to be so interested in playing, I would receive a caning every week.
When you knew that you had incurred the wrath of your teacher by not doing your homework or by behaving badly, when you knew you would get a caning, what was the state of your mind?
State of mind? Just lift up the hand and they would cane me you. It would hurt badly and then I would have to forget about it because I would want to go and play.
Have you ever felt insecure or threatened?
I was just interested in playing and nothing else. I was most interested in funny pranks. One day I did not want to study, so I created a distraction. For one whole hour we played chore police. Every Saturday we were allowed to go into town to see a movie. So what I would do was have no lunch and collect money from 40 to 50 students and run and buy the tickets. On my way back, I would eat to my heart's content. I used to be the leader of a gang. We would have gang fights and plan strategies. These things used to interest me more than my academics. Students used to book my textbooks for the following year because they were almost brand new. I probably opened them one day before exams.
Children, did you like the interview? Yeah. In this session, what we read, let us recollect once again. Here in the interview, he told about his childhood days and earliest memories in schools. All over, he had many experiences in school. He told that he was mainly interested in games, playing jokes, and pranks on others. He was a very good sportsman. He was the cricket captain and had been the senior champion for so many years. Very important lines to remember in this session. Huh? When he approached 11th standard, principal called him and talked for 5 minutes. And he said that, "Dear, you have spent all the days playing games. Your mother, who is a widow, paid all the fees, worked hard for your career. But you wasted time playing only games, pranking jokes on others." And he said only one sentence that influenced him very much. "My dear child, you should rise to the occasion and study." So from that day, our Hafiz contractor concentrated on his studies and well, he did very well in his career. And also, one of the questions Mrs. Bellaraja asked him about his, what should I say, the teachers. About teachers, she asked, "Have you ever felt anything on being pulled up? How did you feel when you pull up?" She asked. Yes, pulled up. Why teachers pull up here? We should know the importance of pulling up. Why? Actually, pulled up means scolding or anything, scolding the people for doing wrong things. We should know the importance of the teachers here. Children, parents give you food and shelter. And most of in our lives, our teachers will think more about our careers. They always behind you. They always support you. Child, don't do that. Do this. It is very useful for that. If you are doing any wrong things, they will support you. Teachers always help to build in career. They are always think about you. So we can also say from this, as a child, the childhood quality is the child will play. They never care about the future. They don't want to think about the future because the only thing they know is playing games. But see children, teacher is the person who try to keep you always on the right track. When you are away from the track, she puts you and she or he might pull you up or whatever sometimes our Hafiz contractor had been caned also. He told, I used to be caned. Why she caned? Only to bring a nice career to the person. So children, every teacher is important for the education career. To build up the career, teacher will try hard and hard to keep knowledge in your minds because your mind is always distracted. It always shows distraction. It does not pay any attention. So the person who feel you should be in a right path always makes you to think about the future. In the same way, here our Hafiz contractor also felt insecure, incurred the wrath, all the things, but everything made him to stand in a best position now. All those memories helped him to be a great person in the world. Not only for India, he became a world famous architect. So children, remember that early childhood days are not only for playing, concentrate on your academics also. I hope all of you have understood this. Now, the interview will be continued in Treasure Within second part. See you again. The treasure within, reading comprehension. Let us see some question and answers. What nightmare did Hafiz have? Answer. Hafiz had nightmares about academics. Particularly mathematics was a terrible nightmare to him. He used to get continuous nightmares about appearing for a mathematics examination of which he knew nothing. Now, let us see second question. Which words of the principal influenced Hafiz deeply? Yes, let us see the answer here. Hafiz was deeply influenced when he spoke to his principal. When he approached 11th standard, the principal said that he had seen him since day one. Hafiz was a good student, but he never studied. He had taken care of him till that day. Then he could no longer take care of him, so he should do himself. Principal talked for 5 minutes and said that Hafiz didn't had his father. His mother had worked so hard to bring him up and paid all his fees all those years, but he had only played games. Then he insisted that Hafiz should rise to the occasion and study. Third question. That year, I didn't step out onto the field. Who said these words and why? Yes. Who said these words? Hafiz said that he didn't step out onto the field because his principal asked him to concentrate on studies instead of playing games. Next question. What was the reason for Hafiz indulged in distraction? Yes, but let us see the answer here. Hafiz was indulged in distraction because he was just interested in playing and nothing else. He was most interested in funny pranks. He did not want to study, so he played chore police for 1 hour. What things did Hafiz prefer to academics? List them. Here is the list of Hafiz preferences. Come on, let us see. Hafiz preferred to academics. The list is as follows: playing games, running around, playing jokes and pranks on others, create a distraction, to be the leader of a ground, interested to have gang fights and plan strategies. Okay, children. Up to now, we read about Hafiz contractor. Let us see about ourselves. Let us know about our classroom behavior. My question is here. If you were doing badly in the class, did your teacher pull you up? How did you feel? As children, you might be doing badly in the class. If you are a mischievous child, then you can start your answer. If I were doing badly in the class. If you are a very brilliant student and very good student and clever, only concentrate on studies means, then you can write your answer like this. I never did bad in my class. Whatever your behavior, you narrate your experience in the classroom and your teachers pull up. Okay? I hope, children, I hope all of you understood the lesson treasure within. Thank you all, children. Meet you again.